The Ballsville game presents the Mini Leagues. $4 rookie inclusive, draft it and forget it best ball tournament leagues. A low buy-in with the chance at a huge win. Leagues launching now, don't miss out. Your first stop for way too early best ball fantasy football. Go to theballsvillegame.com and sign up today.
Welcome in, Ballsville gamers, to another episode of the Ballsville podcast. I'm your host, Scott Fitzgerald, a.k.a. Lutz for Sale on Sleeper, and this episode is brought to you by theballsvillegame.com. Our games combine fantasy football and poker, which create big payouts with great odds. What a promotion. That is our PlayStation 200 video. Thank you, Alex, for putting that together, El Presidente, and I am super fired up. It's go time. It's drafting. While all the other podcasters out there go in hibernation for the year, we still draft. We get it going. So I'm so fired up. I got a great crew. Got a new face on today for us. And before I get into that, I want to go and give a shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Zoobs, we got Fran, we got Royal We have Jimmy Farland, we got Jimbo Bimbos, we have Jay Morris. We have Cyborg and Short Stack. So, and Alejandro Hernandez is in there too. So welcome all in, guys. Definitely give my boy Cyborg, he runs a great March Madness tournament every year. Got to get in there and get that. It's tremendous. So tonight we're drafting. It's going to be our first league, which is going to be the Crash Cronies. And if you want to get in one of these leagues, you need to go to theballsvillegame.com. And you need to click. We'll have a ticker on the bottom for you. I don't see it yet, but you can go on there, click in there, and get to the paywall or get to paying, and then you'll get to drafting. So the second division, like I said, just opened. This is the first league, so we're really fired up. So we have a great panel today. I'll introduce them to you. I have my co-host. He's Bill's Mafia. He goes by Sklam on Sleeper. What is up, Sean?
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
And we have our 2024 Ballsville Player of the Year. He goes by C-Bomb. He is a good old boy from West Texas. What is up, Connor?
What is up? Ready for this draft?
All right. You want to let everybody know about your big handbook that is tremendously has a lot of information in it.
Yeah, if y'all want to go to ballsvillegame.com and download the Ballsville Dynasty Handbook, Volume 1, you still can. It's still going to be on the front page for a while now. There's no we did a giveaway for all the people that downloaded it earlier. We might do another one depending on how many more people download it. So if you still want to go in there and submit your little screenshot saying you downloaded it, we might do another giveaway here in the future. So a lot of good Dynasty minds came together and made this thing. So take a look.
All right, great. Welcome in, Jenny B in the chat. And then also please like and subscribe to the podcast. That really helps out a lot. We had over 100 views last week on last week's episode. I know people love drafting, so we're all about you guys and people. We're going to give you what you want. But we have a new guest today, a new gamer. He goes by Grim Darkness on Sleeper. He is Sam. He is from the Windy City, Chicago. And Sam, I do not like you because you took away our offensive coordinator. So I am not liking you right now, but
I appreciate
go ahead. I'm
gift.
giving you the floor. Let us know about how you got involved with Ballsville and what's your favorite game. Maybe your how you attack drafts. The floor is yours.
So I started doing fantasy probably about 15 years ago. And then last year, regular fantasy had ended, and I was just like, I don't want it to be over. So somebody suggested Sleeper, and I jumped on there. And then the first orphan I took, I met Solo Haven, who happens to be really good friends with Sarah. So I went from his league, and then I joined in with Sarah, and then started hanging out with Sarah, and then she invited me into Ballsville. And then next thing you know, I'm in Ballsville, and we're all in all kinds of different leagues together and doing all kinds of different drafts. And it's just like a whole different like community of people that are like all about fantasy football. It's pretty awesome, to be honest.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what's your favorite type of game? Like, do you like best ball? Do you like Dino?
I like Dynasty Superflex. This is the first year I did one best ball last year. I ended up winning it. So I decided to do more best balls this year. So that's why I'm jumping in best ball. But Superflex Dino is pretty much my favorite. Yeah, definitely.
Sweet. So that's good. That's good. So obviously you're a Bears fan. So what do you think about the hiring? How do you think that's going to be with Caleb? Is that going to be good with Caleb?
I think it's going to be awesome. From what Ben Johnson's saying is he's going to be formulating the whole offense around Caleb, which makes a whole lot of sense because we have a lot of good offensive weapons there. I'm just hoping that he makes some smart decisions and gets us some really good offensive line, maybe switches up a couple of pieces on defense, which it sounds like he's already going to do. And then I think we'll see a whole different Bears team next year. I mean, Caleb almost had a couple of wins last year that were coaches' problems and coaches' fault. And I mean, I think he's a fantastic player. So, and I think Ben Johnson is an awesome coach.
Yeah, players talking to the fans while not paying attention, stuff like that. Yeah,
I don't understand how he even touched the field after that. Personally, he should have been benched and not touched the field again. Like, that was insane to me. He was just talking crap, and then we lost. Like, what are you doing, man? But
yeah, that's crazy, the NFL.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I mean, I'm not happy. I mean, it's just, I was really hoping the Lions would retain him, but that's just the way the NFL is. It's a business. So,
yep.
We'll see what happens. But to let you guys know, gamers know, we started this draft already. So, well, when we get done playing around talking, we're going to get into this. And, it looks like nobody's even picked anything yet. So,
nope.
Well,
it looks like we just started here.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll go through the lineup real quick, and I'm going to let everybody know who our participants are. And in the one hole, we got Big Tima, Z420. We got Sklem, who traded up to number 2. I mean, we all know what he's doing. Jesus. Are you serious? Oh,
Patrick
he got
Mahomes?
sniped.
I'm
He got sniped in the one hole. TB76 is the 3 hole. We got Jay Morris at 4. We got C-Bomb at 5. Short Stack 6. Freemac at C at 7. We got Zoomkiss at 8. Jimbo's Bimbos at 9. Jenny B at 10. Royal We at 11. And Grim Darkness, who traded. You traded down to 12, didn't you, Grim?
Yes, sir.
Why do you like that spot?
I just like the turn, man, because I can get basically 2 top 11 players like right off the bat. So I can normally take care of either like a QB, get a really solid wide receiver, or get a really, really good RB along with the wide receiver. It just depends on who falls there. I just like the option to have 2 really, really good players right out the gate.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking at Sean's face right now. He's not very happy because he thought that someone was going to go up there and get Jaden Daniels at number 1. We already know his thought process.
You can't
Big
take Daniels over
Big Tima said, screw you, Sean.
No.
I am taking the MVP away from you, and now you're on the clock.
Yeah.
So we have a live pick. Sean, what are we doing?
Well, I didn't actually trade up for Josh Allen. I was coming up here because I really wanted to make an effort to pick up a guy that I'm really excited about. Had a great season last year. I think it could have been even better. I think next year will be even better. So I'm going to go ahead, and the guy that I was originally going to take no matter what, even if my boy JA17 was on the board, is the guy I'm taking right now, Jamar Chase. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the plan from day one. Jamar Chase was always my pick, and no matter what happened with Big Time of 420, I know it's not going to believe me, but no matter what happened,
that's not the truth.
All right, I'm going to go to Connor on this one because I think Connor and I were the original pioneers of drafting this way in the first few best balls, is being very aggressive with Jamar Chase, getting him early. The quarterbacks seem like they usually fall into the second round. So I like being aggressive and going out and getting Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson early. So do you like that? Do you like the 2 hole? Obviously, Connor, and taking that Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong there.
No,
you can take a quarterback there as well, and you still feel comfortable with maybe a receiver that falls back to you. But I like the pick.
Honestly, I wanted Josh to be there so that I could talk Josh Allen the whole time, act like I was going to take him, and then take Jamar Chase, and had this whole thing planned out in my mind. And big time was 420 fucked everything up.
I think you're doing that now. I think you're like, oh yeah, I was going to take Josh Allen.
No, I swear to God, that was my plan. I wanted to be all hyped on Josh Allen, talk about him for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden take Jamar Chase just to be like, totally throw the world for a loop. But I didn't have the opportunity because he took Josh Allen, and that's why I was so damn jumbled I couldn't even talk about my boy rightfully. I'm so upset.
So to let you gamers know, if you want to get in one of these cheap $4 best balls, the ticker's on the bottom. Go to the ballsvillegame.com for additional information and leagues. Find the click link, click on that. It'll take you to the league. You'll be able to go to the league, and you can set up through League Safe. Everything's done through League Safe, and you'll be able to get one of these. They usually last about a week. That's the ones I've gotten in have lasted about a week. They're 2-hour timers. This one right here is going to be a 3-minute timer till round 8, and then we're going to switch over to 2 hours. So, and these are a little bit unique. There's super flex, which a lot of best ball leagues really don't go super flex, but here at Ballsville we like the super flex format. So Grim, if you're in the top 4, are you attacking? What are you attacking in the top 4?
At 2 right there, I probably would have taken Jaden.
Okay.
Outside of the top 4 quarterbacks, normally, well, I mean, I guess I'll say 3: Allen, Lamar, and Daniels. After that, I'm going wide receiver. So it would have been Jamar Chase at that point.
Got you. Okay, so we got a little bit. Looks like we got a quarterback run, and it's pretty much the drafts that I've seen. Usually,
I can't believe that actually Jaden Daniels fell all the way down to the last of the 4 to go.
Yeah,
I figured that he'd have gone ahead of Burrow 100%. Of
Jaden
course, Connor over here once again, falls right in his lap once again. Jeez Louise.
You gotta love that. You gotta love that.
Wow, he jumped. Bijan.
Connor, were you gonna take Joe Burrow if Daniels was gone?
I was
Bijan
not.
and Gibbs back to back 6 and 7. Okay.
I have my queue set. I have about 200 players in here right now, but my next person is still on the board that I was actually going to take if Daniels wasn't there. So, whoa,
what is going on?
Dude, I thought you talked to him, Scott. I thought you guys had a meeting when you were there visiting him. I thought you had an intervention to explain to him how
I'm not sure if Jimbo realizes that this is not a Devy draft. And this is not a rookie draft. So I'm not sure what direction he's going in, but I like Justin Jefferson where Zubic's got him right there at 108.
Yep.
What do you think, Sean?
Oh, absolutely. I think Zubzi's made out with like a bandit. If I'd have known Justin Jefferson was going to fall to 1-8, I'd have stayed there the whole damn time.
That's a very nice pickup right there.
All right, Graham, you're going to be on the clock soon. Are you excited? Are you not excited?
Oh no, dude, I'm excited. It's already not gone the way.
So where are you sitting right now?
That's why I like the last spot because I'll go value based. So some of the people that are dropping to me here on these next couple.
Can I ask why Royal We and Jenny B always end up next to each other? Did we ever notice that they're always like side by side in drafts? At least the ones I've been with them anyway.
Like, dude, on this one, like it's really. I mean, Hurts like the 112 is crazy to me.
That's disgusting. That's so disgusting.
I think you got the 2 best values here if you're going to take.
And then obviously I have to take Amon-Ra here because it's hard to pass up on Amon-Ra. So now I'm starting out with two studs for me.
So that's not who Connor was talking about.
Well, no. that I'm cool with. I love my Amon-Ra pick.
I'm not saying it was a bad pick, but I know that's not who Connor thought.
Yeah, there we go. That's Barkley
I'm worried about Saquon after all the touches he got this year and as well as he played. I'm not sure he's going to live up to it next year.
Yeah, he might not, but I think he's probably the best guy there.
To each their own. But I look at Amon-Ra as like, dude, he's a solid top 5 wide receiver like every season. So
you're guaranteed to get over 100 catches from the Sun God. Yeah. So, and you're locked up in you're locked up at WR1. So.
You guys aren't worried at all about the fact that he's got a whole new offense coming into town?
Nope.
Doesn't scare you guys?
No, not even slightly.
No.
If they have the same offensive line,
Yeah, I wanted Neighbors there, but that was That was a
Connor,
nice
what do you
night
think
with
about
neighbors at the 111 because I thought he would fall to me. That's what I was hoping
Yeah,
for.
Connor, what do you think about Terry McLaurin going that early? That's
it's way too early.
way too early.
That's the second player that should not be in the top 12.
No.
In my opinion. I'm not top 12. I'm sorry, top 15.
All right, so Freeman went double RB with Jameer and Derrick Henry's.
I don't hate that strategy at all. I think
Nope.
that's a great strategy right there. Look at Connor jumping quick on Nico.
I mean, I have these guys like already in my queue, so I'm just going queue based right now. But I've taken Nico probably more than I've taken any other player in all these drafts.
Oh my God, I can't believe this is going this way.
Well, it's not going to happen if it goes past. It's not going to get past me, Scott. Don't worry.
My most drafted person is probably Bijan.
John, if you make a mistake on this next pick, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Scott's like, you're not like co-host any longer. He's going to be taking applications.
I just don't understand why this certain individual just continues to drop in drafts, and it's criminal.
Oh, I bet I know who you're talking about.
He should stay dropping in drafts.
I know exactly what he's talking about, and if he keeps talking, he's going to end up talking him right into getting picked right now. Shut your mouth.
You're just supposed to let him slip, okay?
Go, Sean. Go. There you go, Sclam.
Well, come on. I'm not going to let him get Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen on the same damn team. Not after he took away. I literally thought about that for like an hour and a half before the pod today about how I was going to set up this whole I'm going to fake into Josh Allen and then take Jamar Chase thing. And he totally screwed me out of it. So I have no way I'm giving him Patrick Mahomes also.
I mean, I would understand a little bit if it was Dynasty, but this is just best ball. So, I mean, you can't let a guy like that. Everyone looks at the narrative and how they played in the Super Bowl, and it's not going to be like that next year. Andrew Reid is going to fix that offense. They're going to bring in better offensive lines. They're going to condense the running game. You're going to get Rashee Rice back. So it's not going to be him running for his life like he did in the Super Bowl.
Scott, you talked about the other day. How many not top 10 seasons has he had in his NFL career in fantasy football?
Well, yeah,
One was last season.
So his history, he's had his rookie season. He was 52 overall. Then he went 1, 7, 4, 4, 1, 8, and 11. So he was still a top 12 quarterback last year in a horrible year.
There's still 3 quarterbacks on the board that had more points per game last year, though.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be a big difference though when he gets Rashee Rice back. He just opens up the whole game for them.
I know Connor's mad. The first rookie went off the board.
Yep.
Free entry giveaway.
We gotta wait. So if we're gonna give a free giveaway, we have to listen to the El Presidente first. When he gives us the green light, then we can give somebody something away. I know Alex is in chat. All you gotta say in chat, Alex, is go for it.
I'm taking Justin Herbert, baby.
That's a nice pick. Double up.
That's a nice pick. So I'll go to Grim. Grim, besides your team, is there another team that you're like, God, they got 2 really good values? I'm actually liking big time with Josh Allen, Ladd McConkey, and Ashton Genty.
Gotcha. What about you, Connor? Besides your team?
Looking. I like Zubic's start with Jefferson, Brian Thomas. And I kind of like Sean's team with the Herbert pick. I do have a couple quarterbacks over Herbert. And I think Mahomes there is probably a good pick there too. But
what about you, Sean, besides your team?
I mean, I kind of agree with fuck it, it's Connor. God damn it, it's fucking Connor. God damn it. Damn it.
Connor, eh? I think
shit.
I'm gonna go, and this isn't just because I'm being a brown noser to Grim, but I mean, Jalen Hurts and Amon-Ra, first two picks.
Thank you.
That's I mean, I've never seen Jalen Hurts go that far.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at my team. I'm like, what am I, chopped liver? I got Hurts at the 112.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It Hurts at the 112. It just,
I just like Jaden Daniels falling to 1.5, and then Nico has been dropping to 2.8ish, and that to me is like a ridiculous. I think
Nico at 2.8. Nico should have gone later than where Terry went.
McLaurin, like he should have.
All right, so we got a call from El Presidente, and he in the chat says he wants to give a freebie for this fine audience. So we need to come up with a word. So we're gonna give we're gonna give a $4 entry. And let's do PlayStation. So in the chat, fine folks, if you can put in PlayStation, you're going to get entered into the free raffle at the end of the show for a free mini league. Yes, I have the sunglasses, Tam Brady. I know I fell asleep on the beach. It was so nice, and my wife had to wake me up and turn me over. All right, Brady's in PlayStation. Get that in there, folks. PlayStation. You'll be entered in the draft or entered in the Wheel of Sean. I'm going to call it the Wheel of Sean. All right, let's look at this. We got – I wonder if Jimbo just hit the wrong button. He'd have to, scroll down all the way down for Cam Ward.
I think I've seen Jimbo do some crazy things in some drafts, so I don't put it past him to draft Cam Ward, but I mean that's an outrageous pick. All
right, here we go. You guys ready for this one?
Oh, we are ready. Bucky's
a beast, man.
It's one word, short stack.
And then
one word, Jerry. Guys, PlayStation is one word.
I don't know. I think it's crazy that he's fallen here. I feel like he still has lots of upside. Marvin Harrison.
Okay, Marvin Harrison.
I feel like
I expect him to have a better year, but it's all with freaking Murray, man. Murray's just the problem is you got.
I think that's a great pick. I mean, you look at where he went versus Neighbors right now. The difference is to me, I think it's a steal right there.
I think they're going to put more emphasis on Harrison this year and not just McBride. But I just don't know if Murray can get him the damn ball because he can't see over the line, dude.
Yeah, I'm starting to have a hard time with Murray. I'm getting kind of tired of him.
I watched the video the other day with that. It was showing him dropping back, and he cannot see Harrison. He's wide open, and he's
too small, dude. It's like he's like an Ewok playing with a bunch of Wookiees, man.
Yeah, dude.
I feel bad. He's too short. He can't see over these dudes.
So I'm watching. I'm seeing Chase Brown screaming up draft boards.
Yep.
I'll go to Connor. Connor, what do you think about Chase Brown?
Yeah, I like him a lot. The problem I see is I think Moss is still coming back. He's on a 2-year deal, so I don't know why Moss is completely falling off boards, almost in Dynasty, to the 20th round and stuff. It's kind of crazy. So I love Chase Brown. I think he's a great, but I still think Moss is still going to get some carries there. So.
All right, Sean, we talked about this last week. Jimbo, I think Jimbo made a tremendous pick. I think Garrett Wilson is a really good pick.
Yep.
Yeah, well, falling all the way down there, I mean, it makes up for his Cam Ward and 1.9 knots. But, it's I did love that pick for him.
Dude, Brock Bowers
does need to make up for that first pick for sure. And he's done a pretty good job with his last 3.
Now, see, Grim, I thought you would, instead of Bucky, I thought you would possibly go either JT or CMC. Why do you Bucky?
No, I'm very, very high on Bucky. Just from watching him play last year and watching what he was able to do with the ball in his hands and how much that offense trusts him. And he just unseated Rachaad White. They was just go to the bench. See you later. The kid is a stud. And I think he's going to have an even better season this year just because he had I don't know. But I could be wrong. But I always have I was a ride or die for Keon last year and he kind of let me down. But
oh, you got to talk to Sean about that.
Keon Coleman, dude, I argued for him all season long. And I still think he's going to have a great season next year. It just didn't happen last year.
No, I agree. I think Keon's going to be the type of player that'll turn out to be good in that offense. I don't know if he'll be the number 1 guy in that offense, but he'll be a really solid number 2.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I thought he was going to like step in and just kind of like take over. And then Shakir was just like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, I knew Shakir wasn't going to let that happen. Shakir has been the guy I've been calling on for years now.
Yeah, dude, he's fantastic. Shakir is fantastic with like what
he's like Cole Beasley with like more physical talent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's a bigger, stronger Cole Beasley.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Cole.
So I'll go, Sean. So obviously, besides your team, we're getting into the end of round 4. Besides your team, who's really looking good? Actually, you know what? I'm making it too easy for you. I don't want you to tell me who the good team is right now. Tell me who's not doing very well right now. Who's falling flat on their face in this draft early? Tell me.
I gotta go with Jenny B. I'm sorry, Jenny. I love you, but I don't like your team so far.
I'll go with Connor. Connor, same thing.
I want to agree with Sean. I think that's probably the second worst team, but I can't get over Jimbo's glaring Cam Ward pick. I mean, it just his other 3 picks have been, pretty good values, but when you start with a guy that you could probably get 10 rounds later, it's just hard to pass that, that value up. He could have got Jalen Hurts there and then still took.
Well, I looked at that because I know Jimbo well enough to know that he really wanted to provide us with some amazing content, and I think he wanted to give us the opportunity to make that.
Wow, you're not going to give that satisfaction, the same benefit of the doubt to Jenny B. Wow.
What about you, Grim?
Well, I'm gonna go a different way, and I'm gonna go with Freeman. But the only reason why is because out of the top 4 picks, it's just 3 RBs, so he missed out on a bunch of really, really good wide receivers. I just feel like he's gonna struggle here on the back end, but that's just my opinion on that. Yeah. Plus, everybody else picked apart the other 2 that I kind of didn't like either, so I wanted to find something different. But just the 3 RBs for me, I think that's too much in the first 4 rounds.
I disagree with the RB stance because I think that RB is a weak position, and you definitely want to make sure you get at least a couple of studs in a best ball, especially. So I don't mind that early, especially wide receiver being such a deep position that you can make up for that.
Yeah, especially best ball. Like there's so many. Like you're gonna be in a ton of these drafts where you just you have RB heavy teams, you have wide receiver heavy teams. So I'm assuming that he's not always going to draft like this, but I like the value of Jonathan Taylor there. I think he probably should have went.
I agree. Earlier. I almost took him over Herbert. I was really close to taking him over Herbert and just waiting on my second quarterback another round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Speaking of Herbert, I'm curious who you had over him, Connor.
That was Bo Nix.
Yep.
You have him over Herbert right now?
Yeah.
Bo Nix averaged like 19 points a game last year. It was like, a really good year. And then, he turned it on really towards the end too. So, he was competing with Neighbors there for a while about Offensive Player of the Year, which we didn't think was even possible after the year Neighbors.
You mean Daniels?
Sean Payton.
No, Daniels, yeah. That's what I meant. Sorry. Daniels and Neighbors, but yeah.
Sean Payton's done with Bo Nix is and that's why he wanted Bo Nix in the draft, is because he's molding him into a Drew Brees. Drew Brees was very accurate. Didn't run as much as Nix, but Nix just shown how accurate he is. And then with his rushing floor, Connor's right. Besides, if it wasn't for Jaden Daniels going off, you could possibly, if Jaden Daniels would have just had an average season, we'd be talking about Bo Nix as Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, I was definitely talking about Daniels, not Neighbors, but yes.
Yeah, no, I totally understand where you were going with that. So yeah, no, and it makes total sense. I do like Nix. I just don't think I have him quite over Herbert yet, just because you see a lot of these rookie quarterbacks come out with solid seasons in season 1, and they take a kind of not per se like a full on like sophomore slump type season, but a regressive step in season 2. Now that they've been, they got a whole season's worth of tape on them, and people can see their tendencies, defense is playing better. And, it usually provides a kind of step back. And like, CJ Stroud is a great example of that. So to me, I don't really feel like Nix is above a guy like Herbert, who's got a coach that's definitely going to maximize his potential. And they're going to get him, the pieces that I think they're 1 or 2 away from to really give him the opportunity to be, that quarterback that we know he's talent-wise capable of being.
Yeah. I know Brady said in the chat, Nick's accurate. He is pretty accurate. I mean, if you look at his game logs, I mean, I know last game against KC he was 26 of 29. That's pretty accurate. 24 of 31 against Cincinnati.
His short area accuracy is really good. I think.
29 of 40 against the Chargers. I mean, I think his worst output, it looks like he had one game where he was, let's see, it looks like he was 18 of 35, but he still threw for 294 yards. But that was like his only, he was quarterback 26 that weekend. But other than that, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 6 top 8 finishes at the quarterback position. So, and then with his rushing floor, I mean, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games of at least 5 attempts rushing. So he's got a great floor rushing wise. So I could see why Nick's is going higher in Superflex over some guys. So it looks like we got the quarterback's going off pretty early. A little bit earlier than I thought maybe. Connor, what do you think about Drake May going in the freaking end of this? What is that day? Beginning of the 6th?
What do I think about it?
Yeah, 601, Drake May.
Yeah, I like it. I still think he has, he needs another weapon. So if he can get another weapon in there, I mean, I know T. Higgins, they're saying he's going to, probably be franchise tagged. So he might not get Higgins like we all thought. But I like the pick if he can get a couple more weapons. I really like the Dak pick. I think he's going to have a bounce back year. I mean, he was just injured, 1 year coming off the QB1 season. So,
yeah, I like your 3 receivers, Grim. I like that St. Brown, Harrison, Rice.
Thanks.
That Rice pick is really nice there.
That Rice pick's nice.
Yeah, when you made that pick, I was going to say something about it, but we were busy.
I think if Drake May can get another weapon, I haven't seen his ceiling, so I don't know. That's why I was just like, I'll just go with Drake May. But I probably should have went with Dak there because, I mean, Dak probably going to have a better season, more than likely. But
yeah, and Royal, the thing about best ball is, and I think we said it before, you don't want to have to go out of your way to do it, but to win these best ball leagues, you got to invest in offenses and you got to stack them. So that's a nice stack with Dak and CD. If Dak's gonna have a bounce back year, then CD's just as good of a year. So and God, can you imagine if they get Janty in there? I mean, that would be real nice.
I keep hoping the Bears take Janty at 10, but I don't think he's going to be there at 10.
Yeah, I think the Bears to run that offense. You're gonna need a Jahmyr Gibbs type of runner that can catch the ball and run between the tackles, and I don't think that's on the Bears roster right now. So I think maybe in free agency they might grab somebody, or
take Travion Henderson in the second round if he's still there.
It is a running back heavy draft, so they can go and grab somebody in the draft.
Yeah, I like Henderson a lot. He reminds me of Jahmyr Gibbs. Just with his catching ability and speed, if they were to get somebody like him in the second round, grab a really good O-line in the first round. But I feel like if Janty's there at 10, I don't see them passing on him.
Yeah, I like these. I like the 2 picks that Sean took. I like the Kyron Williams, James Cook. I mean,
yeah,
both pass catchers, both with touchdown upside. So those were 2 very nice selections. I really like those.
Yeah, then he reached on Shador, but
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing there.
Hey, gotta get the last quarterback that's available. That's even worth their salt, I think, in my opinion.
So, Graham, what do you think about? I want to get everybody's take on Chris Olave this year. I mean, is this guy going to be a problem going forward with chronic concussions? Is it a guy that possibly you're staying away from in Dynasty, or maybe buying low on him, or just completely staying away from him in redraft? I mean, what are you doing with that kind of a player?
I'm completely staying away from Chris Olave right now.
What about you, Connor?
I mean, I think he's a buy low. In all honesty, I think once they get a better quarter, I mean, it's dynasty is by low. I don't know if redraft he's going to be there, but once they get a quarterback that can throw him the ball, I think he still has the talent. I mean, where were we taking him last year in the round 2? And I think he's going round 4 or so this year, maybe even later than that. So, but I think, I'm probably staying away from him in redraft and best balls and stuff like that. But
well, plus I want to see how that Shaheed plays out with him, because I feel like Shaheed was starting to take a lot of targets there towards the end when they were playing together. Like he was breaking out.
I like Shaheed. I like.
Oh
Shaheed.
yeah, I do too. Yep.
I mean, that whole team is going to be a whole different animal, though. It's hard to gauge these teams that are coming in with whole new coaches that were in really bad shapes before, because I mean they're not gonna try to keep a lot of what didn't work. You know what I mean? They're gonna basically revamp everything, and it doesn't mean that Shaheed's a bad player. It just means that maybe he's not as utilized as he was in that other offense.
Yep.
Sean, I would like to see you. I would like to see you go Chuba, and then I love the Worthy pick, but instead of wasting a pick on Sanders, I wish you would have just went like freaking smashed Hubbard.
Well, if you were looking at the quarterback scenario, the only other quarterback that's like officially a starter right now for sure is Anthony Richardson. So I basically just decided that I've had enough shares of Richardson elsewhere. I'm going to take Sanders in this league, and I want to get my 3 starters, because right now, like if you don't take Richardson, then you're pretty much looking at like a Deshaun Watson, or on Deshaun Watson, he's going to be.
What about Bryce
Aaron
Young?
Rodgers,
What
Russell
about Bryce
Wilson.
What
What's
about
that?
Bryce Young? What about Bryce Young? You're not going to give Bryce Young another look?
I think Bryce looked great at the end of the year.
He did look good at the end of the year. You could have stacked.
What was that, Scott?
I said, what about Bryce Young?
What was that, Scott?
I know, but he played great at the end of the year, though. I'd rather have him than Sanders. You don't even know if Sanders is even gonna. You don't even know where he's going.
Well, what is with the wanting 3 QBs?
Speaking of Bryce Young,
well, dude, you're talking. This shit is straight best ball, brother. We need to have more than 2 QBs
Got to
at
have more
minimum.
than QB.
Yep.
So I want to make sure I have a third starter, and so whoever Saunders goes, he's going to be a starter, and he's probably going to go to Vegas most likely, and he's probably going to be the starter in Vegas. So
this
I don't really see
again. This is best ball, so why would you? I just don't understand the point in taking 3 starters when you can take a bunch of backups. Hopefully, one of those hits in the end. Guys like Joe Flacco or who else?
So who's your third? Who do you think your third quarterback will be with the format that you're drafted in right now? I mean, you've done this already in a few drafts. So who's your third quarterback end up most?
My third quarterback usually is around Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, or Jackson Dart, or one of these guys that.
Can you count on that person to at minimum cover your bye weeks?
I don't really need to, because I can. It's a super flex, so I only really need 1 quarterback. And then if they bust off for 20, I can still have all my positional players cover that bye week if needed.
Yeah, I guess if you look at it in that light, I always like to have 2 quarterbacks in my starting lineup at all times if possible. So I want to draft accordingly for that.
Also, best ball, it's not. I don't really look at bye weeks in best ball either. I think bye weeks are just.
Well, I'm not saying that like I don't look at it and like, oh, this guy's going to cover that bye week, but I look at it like I want to make sure I can cover 2 quarterbacks every week.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I personally don't like that strategy. I've definitely done that before. I've taken.
I mean, look at the board. We got 1, 2, 3 teams out of the 12. 4 teams. Is it 4 teams out of the 12 that have 3 quarterbacks right now?
So I'll give my take on that since I'm a quarterback whisperer. So I like to load up on the quarterbacks early, especially in best ball, because I want to win this. I want to win the super flex position. I want to beat you at that position. And I want to have 3 solid quarterbacks so I can just smash you at that position every single week. And if one of my quarterbacks go down, I'm not in trouble. You know, where a lot of these teams, if one of the quarterbacks go down and they don't have a solid third quarterback, their team's toast. You know, unless they are going to fill the super flex position with other positions, but then, you know, you're just kind of, you don't know what you're getting every week. I want to know every week that, you know, I have huge, 25 to 30 point upside every week at that position. So, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out for people like, that don't like that strategy. I like that strategy. I'll let the value fall in other positions and scoop up guys, especially veterans like Devontae Adams or somebody else, down the line that can fill up my WR3 or flex position. So that's kind of how I do it. What about you?
Because I have a question for you, man. So you're the QB whisperer. So I've been picking up Justin Fields a bunch in a lot of my leagues, my redrafts, and everything else. Like kind of hoping for like third QB because I think he's probably going to get picked up anywhere. Do you think that's a good play?
I do, just because he's his rushing floor. I mean, even if he goes somewhere and if he goes somewhere, let's just say he went to the Giants. Okay, they got nobody. He's going to start his rushing floor alone is going to get you quite a bit of points every week. So,
Connor, did you just take Richardson?
Yep.
And
as you all are talking,
you take him?
He was trying to get you off him.
Not really.
Well played.
I was just letting the value fall to me, and that's the guy at the top of my queue. But I wouldn't be reaching for a third QB. Is more so my point of Sanders. But
I don't think Sanders is any farther of a reach than Richardson at that point.
I took Richardson almost three rounds later.
Yeah, and that's
around 2 rounds, almost 2 rounds later.
And that's a great third.
What do you mean almost 3 rounds?
That's a great third quarterback. I mean, look at his quarterback room. He's got every quarterback. He's got all 3 quarterbacks have huge rushing floors.
Scott, you stop hyping up Connor. All right, I'm tired of all this.
I still love my team regardless of what anybody says.
He's starting to learn. He's learning from me about being a quarterback whisperer. So just a little bit late, but he's coming around.
I'm just trying to repeat as player of the year in my draft strategy last year. So.
Oh, hey, C-Bomb, I'm coming for you on that, bro.
That's not take a lot.
Grim, you got to get in like 5 million leagues.
Dude, I'm literally like, dude, every best ball you guys I see, like I'm joining. So, and then I'm going to be joining. I'm going to be joining your guys' dinos and stuff too. I'm already in one. I'll be in more.
All right, guys, get that PlayStation. In the chat. We're going to get you. We're giving away a $4 best ball, giving away free stuff again. What other podcast gives away free stuff? Nobody. Guaranteed. They want you to pay for it.
Everybody wants you to pay for it.
Exactly. So looking at the draft here, I'm liking it. I really like Connor's pick. That was a very nice pick, Richardson. Very, very nice. So I'm looking. What sticks out here?
Grim's team is the best.
Zubakis, Puka. Let's see, Puka, Garrett. God, I don't know what the hell Jimbo was doing up there. He would have had a good team. Yeah, everyone's filling out their team very nicely.
Nice pick on Cup.
Yeah, that's a nice pick on Cup.
He was at the top of my queue. I was hoping he was going to fall.
Alex, is that you taking over screen share?
Yeah, he said he has a curveball coming up.
He's got what?
A curveball coming up.
Oh, he's got a curveball?
I think it'd be crazy if Cup went to the Patriots.
Whose team is this that Alex is digging around?
No, this is all the remaining players based on ADP.
Oh, I got you. I'm here.
I can't wait till we get the real ADP.
I'm hearing some rumblings that Devontae Adams wants to go back to the West Coast, and he could possibly be a Charger.
Wow. Herbert having McConkey and Adams to throw to would be insane.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick.
I think Alex wants us to comment on these guys that are left a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I
mean, we don't want to give them away.
Yeah, I don't want to give away my draft strategy though by talking up somebody too much.
Yeah, we don't want to give them away.
I mean, I'm still trying to beat you guys here.
All I know is I'm picking every single Carolina Panther I can.
It's a nice Jaden Reed pick there, Sean.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that pick. Now that freaking idiot Watson's probably dead.
Dude, if the coach would just get them to throw the ball to Reed more often. I don't understand here's two targets one game, and then they'll give him 10, and then none, and then 2. He's your best, most explosive player. Give him the ball. I just don't understand it. And I'm a Bears fan, don't even like the Packers, but he is underutilized.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we talk about Brian Robinson being such a low ranked guy right now. I don't understand who else is going to be taking those carries in Washington, and that offense is on fire. So
Yeah,
why
but
is
he's
the
getting a lot
running
of work
back
to
not?
Eckler, man. So he'll just, if Eckler comes back, it's going to be the same thing. And like
I mean,
some weeks,
that's a
he'll
year
easily
older
get
Eckler
you
with
10
multiple
points.
concussions under his belt.
No,
Like,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, my
that much
only
out of
issue
him?
with him is some weeks he'll get you, 10 or 12 points, and then other weeks he's going to get you 3 points. And I
course
mean,
not.
maybe as a bye week filler.
Connor and his rookie running back.
Omari and Hampton.
Oh, dude, if Hampton goes somewhere good, he's going to be fired.
Doesn't that guy run like a 4.1?
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
He's not.
This RB class is going to change the whole landscape of the NFL. I think it's super strong. It's really deep.
That's what she said.
What do you guys think about Mark Andrews going kind of that late? Isn't that kind of late for him?
I think he's going to lose it to Likely, man. Likely's
Really?
inching more and more and more and more. So unless he has like some kind of resurgence over the offseason and like in the beginning of the season, I don't know. I feel like Isaiah Likely is just going to kind of move him to the bench.
I feel like it was the opposite, though, wasn't it? Like I likely started off really hot and it's really sort of faded. And Mark Andrews really came in, caught a bunch of touchdowns towards the end there. It was like 5 or 6 straight games at the end that he caught a touchdown.
Yeah, but Likely didn't go away in those games either, though. If you look at the snap shares, that's what I was talking about, share. But I mean, it is Mark Andrews, so yeah, probably that late. You're probably right, but I just wouldn't.
Do we think Mark Andrews is even going to be on the Ravens next season?
Huh?
Do we even think he's on the Ravens next year? He might not.
That's
be
my
on the
biggest
Ravens.
issue is I'm not sure if he's going to be there.
Here's the deal, though. Guess where he goes? Yeah, I'll tell you right now where he's going to go.
Kansas City.
Going to the Bills.
Chargers.
Oh my God!
He's going to the Chargers.
Mark Andrews, Devontae Adams, and Lad McConkey. That'd be freaking hilarious, bro.
He's going to the Chargers. I'm telling you right now. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to Chargers. I think Devontae and Aaron are both going to the Steelers.
No, wait.
I think Devontae and Aaron are both going to the Steelers.
He wants to be back on the West Coast.
He wants to be with Aaron. He don't care about nothing else right now. He
did
did that whole West Coast thing.
I think he's kind of sick of Aaron Rodgers right now, to be honest with you.
Okay, so dude, this next pick here is a reach, but I really like the player, and he ended the season pretty strong.
All right, let's go.
I really like Tajay Spears. I think he's fantastic as a pass catcher.
He is a good pass catcher,
and I just think he's better than Pollard, but we'll see.
I wouldn't say he's better than Pollard overall. I think they're both pretty equally talented. They're on the same team. That's the only problem.
I just like Spears better.
Spears is awesome. I had him in a league too. I like what he brought to the table. I think he does have like the talent to be like a guy who could be counted on. I just worry about injuries and the fact that they paid Pollard so much. I don't think they're just going to go away from him.
No, you're right. More than likely there. I know he's injured, but I mean it's still Diggs, and he's still going to go somewhere, and it's best ball. So
don't hate it. Don't hate it.
I think he'll go somewhere and either be the wide receiver 1 or a strong wide receiver 2.
Pick the player, not the draft.
Yeah, he'll go. he'll be on the roster somewhere.
Yeah, he'll. I mean, it's best ball. He'll give you some points somewhere.
I'd love to see him on like the biggest tire fire in the NFL this year, though. Just have him be like have to deal with that. Like that would be great.
Oh yeah, I mean, I won't draft him in Dynasty. Only in best ball redraft is literally the only place I touch him. But.
All right, well, we're getting to a point of the draft where
look at Royal Wee's team. I mean they. Oh, I was just gonna say they need a third quarterback, and then look at that. Darnold is the one they deal with. I don't hate the Darnold pick at that point.
Nice.
If he gets a starting job,
this is 6-point passing touchdowns, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro, that's solid for those quarterbacks. Goff, Dak, and Sam. I like it.
Yep. Jacoby. It's not a bad pick there. I like Jacoby Myers. Nobody there catch the ball. Him and Bowers. That's it.
Yep. Bowers is a damn beast.
Yeah,
he's the guy that I'm surprised is still on the board.
Russell.
My guess is Connor's going to take him. Oh, I guess not.
Travion.
Well, he's another guy that I like, but that's the other speedster, right?
Connor's on hero RB strategy.
Yeah, Travion's somebody I'm going to be targeting in the actual rookie drafts.
I mean, these are all three. I mean, both of these guys I've taken. God dang it. All three of those guys, Hampton, Henderson and Johnson, all three could be starters in the league next year.
Yep. Oh yeah, dude.
And
Hampton
all
and
three
Henderson are insanely good. I like Caleb Johnson. There's a lot of talk that he ends up on the Bears in the second round.
Yeah, all three could be starters, and all three could have round 2 draft capital.
Yep.
So
I was really hoping that Roshan was going to be able to kind of take the reins next year. I just don't see it happening. He runs too upright as a runner. I just don't see him as the featured guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, he takes too many hits.
Yeah, I want him to be, but I just know it ain't going to happen.
that's what happens when you have a former quarterback back there.
Connor, I thought you liked Caleb over Travion.
I do, but I think the consensus is Travion, so I was trying to hope Caleb Johnson was fall to me in the next round.
Oh, I got you.
But actually, I have Travion and Caleb both over Hampton, but I think the consensus is Hampton is over both of those guys. I see a lot of people have Hampton as their RB2, but I actually have Henderson and then Johnson like 2A, 2B, and then I have Hampton.
Scatterboo. Let's go.
Connor, what do you think Scadaboo's going to be like in the NFL? Is he going to be like a Mike Allstott, or is he going to be
Peyton Hillis?
He ain't going to be no Christian McCaffrey.
No, he's a tough dude, though. I mean, I like him. I think he could, if the Cowboys don't pick a running back in round 1, I think he's a target for them in the deeper rounds there. So, I like him as a person. I mean, he's a tough little dude. So. He's my RB5 so in the draft.
So I
actually have him above Junkins, who went way earlier.
Okay.
So
I see somebody's on the Kansas City back on the train there with the with the Hollywood pick. So
I'm just stacking up my Chiefs, baby, because I know they're going to throw the ball. Hey, you don't get beat by fucking 35 points in the Super Bowl and then come out running the ball every fucking down.
I think both of those picks could be really good, especially if Rice is either hurt for the first half or suspended. So
the suspension is what worries me, but we'll see what happens.
Who's Hollywood's or Rice's?
Rice's.
Rice.
But I have Rice in pretty much every single dynasty that I'm in. I've traded for him where I have him just because I just believe in the player. And the fact, Patrick Mahomes is wide receiver 1. That's fantasy gold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Worthy definitely stepped up at the end of the year, but I still think Rice is the guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Rice is like a stud.
Yeah, come on. Rice went in there and, literally put Travis Kelce as the wide receiver, too. He was the one getting the ball. He was the important guy. That had never happened to Kelce in his career.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Jerry. That's a great.
Why did mine go to auto pick? Can you take that off of there?
Yeah, can you give it back to him?
What the heck?
Why'd you go on auto?
It went to 10 seconds.
Hey, Alex, Alex, go fix the
we got to put a pause. We got to put a pause in this.
It just auto picked 3 picks in a row.
Yep.
I got it.
Go back. Alex got it.
I'm working on it. It's me doing it.
Do you guys think Charbonnet is going to cut into Walker's workload this year?
I think so. I like Charbonnet.
Yeah, so do I. I'm a huge fan of Sharps. I think he's really, really, really good. Walker just can't stay healthy. But I feel like every time Walker comes back, he's just they just give him the ball, and they just forget about Sharp.
Yeah, Walker's a beast, but it's a health issue to him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, Connor, back to you, baby.
It won't let me pick.
Did Jay Morris want Kelce?
Oh, it's pause, I guess.
It's paused.
Yeah,
I just started it up.
picked Kelce, and then it went to 2 hours, and then went to 10 seconds.
Hey, restart it on your app, Connor, because I did it on my end. So
got you. Okay. I see it.
Yeah, I gotta reset this screen here real quick.
Okay. It looks like all right, guys, go on in the chat. We're going to be doing this free drawing soon, so go ahead and put in the chat PlayStation. We're going to go to the Wheel of Sean soon. We'll probably go to the end of round 12, and then we'll call it a day. Just to let you guys know, if you guys, again, want to get in one of these best ball leagues, please go to the ballsvillegame.com. Find where it says the mini leagues. Click on it. Get you to a league. Get you signed up. Get you paid, and you will draft just like these fine gentlemen here.
$4, man. $4 for all this.
$4.
Come on.
Cheaper than a Starbucks cup of coffee that you'll waste your money on.
Oh, this is good. That's for you, Connor.
I'm actually surprised.
You
this
want a
dude fell this
hamburger
late,
and some
but I'm gonna
French
go ahead and
fries?
take him.
That's a good pick there.
I like Igbuka. And then
I like that pick. I like that pick for Royal, Josh Downs. Really
Do we
like
know if Jay Morris actually meant to pick Travis Kelce this whole time?
He did. He picked him before because it went to 2 hours after he picked, and then when it was up on my clock, it went to 10 seconds because y'all want to screw me. So.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Sean, do you have a list of the people that put in PlayStation at all?
I like that pick of Rashid White. I was actually gonna take him if he came back around.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, coming to the 12th. I mean, I know he got like moved. What if he gets traded, dude? What if he goes to like the Cowboys or some crazy shit next season? I don't know. But
What were you saying, Scott?
he's just slow though. That's his problem. He is just not
been
explosive.
putting together a list for the Have you been watching the list for the people that put in PlayStation?
How
You talking about yeah, I've got it all set up right now. Right now we are sitting at 10 total entries. So there's 17 of you in here, and we have 10 entries. So we gotta fill that up. Type in PlayStation.
Come on, guys! I don't want to
enter. Get your ass in this drawing.
I don't want to win a free entry. So get your names in there. Put PlayStation in. Get you in there. Cyborg won last week. First time chat guy comes in, wins a $4 best ball.
Right. And I like his comment here. Cheaper than a burger anywhere else. That's right. You can come play in a fantasy league and win hundreds of dollars for less than a Big Mac, ladies and gentlemen. Less than a Big Mac. Less than 2 patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and whatever else they put on it. Wait, there's no tomatoes, right? Onions, whatever it is.
It's not letting me put it in the chat. Why is it being crazy? Oh my god.
Okay. That's okay. You're in, Grim. We'll put you
All right,
in.
cool. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're in.
No, Grim, you need to do it because we can't officially put you in without you doing it.
Stop. He doesn't have to take the names down.
Scott doesn't know the technical difficulties involved with that.
You're funny.
Yeah, Scott's born in that pre-internet generation.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, Tank Bigsby. Good pick. I like Tank.
All right, short stack. You got a fan. What's up, Trevor? Trevor's in PlayStation. Good job, Trevor. Way to put that in. All right, we're gonna give a free mini league away.
Plus, who doesn't like to draft? For $4 to draft, let's do it. That's like a week of fun.
So we'll be doing some different drafts going forward. Obviously, we'll probably do all rookie mock draft in the future.
Cool. When do you do it?
Put together. We'll maybe put together a little contest for that. Probably do another Dino mock draft.
What about a triathlon mock draft?
We will probably get into something like that. It'd be almost like a redraft. But yeah, it's we know you guys like to draft. The viewership's great. So yeah, we'll just keep doing some drafts. So that's what everybody likes. Plus, we give away free stuff. That's what people come in here for. They want their free things.
I'm also in the next few episodes. I've been working through it because it's taken up some time because I really want to find the good ones. But I'm gonna get some quotes, and we're gonna have an episode segment where you guys decide who it was that said what quote, and I'm gonna pull each clip and I'm gonna have them ready for you guys as after we figure out exactly what your guesses are. And I'm really excited about it.
So if the quote was right, it was me, and if it was wrong, then it was Sean.
Oh no! It's not going to be just like this player's going to score this many touchdowns this year. No, it's not going to be like that, bro. It's going to be like who said I'm a fucking pimp, shit like that, baby.
Sam Hubbard. Says Sam Hubbard here put PlayStation in the Discord chat. How come Sam Hubbard?
Thank you. It wasn't letting me log into the Discord chat. Oh, I put it in the Discord chat. It wasn't letting me log into the YouTube for some reason. Stupid.
Oh, that's so great.
I'm special.
Put it
Okay.
in Discord. It doesn't help, brother. It doesn't. I know Scott tried to tell you that works, but
Hold on.
Scott is
Let me
not the one that
see if I
handles
can,
the
let's see if I can do it
technological
without getting
aspect of
booted
these
from
things.
here. Hold on. I don't want
I
to.
love it. This is so great.
Oh,
Right now, we are sitting at 12 entries, ladies and gentlemen. So we have moved up. We have moved up, guys. 12 entries.
let me do it.
A PJ episode. That's a good idea. I'm down for that. You guys want to do a onesie episode?
I don't own one.
A onesies episode.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see what kind of onesie Scott might have
I'm not
handy.
or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think I don't have one.
Scott's like, you're lucky to get me in more than a t-shirt.
Yeah. We need to get golden lots for Scott, though. Scott, I'm gonna get you. I need your address so I can send you a Amazon package.
Well, that's why you think I'm growing this out, brother. I'm gonna turn this into a nice wig for Scott, dude. It's gonna be his next.
Jeez.
That's disgusting.
Next club sub wig.
Oh god.
Sean, are you gonna pick?
Oh, am I up? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There's no more Bills to pick. Take Ray Davis.
All right. And Jokus. Hey, did you guys hear the rumor? Najee Harris to the Chargers.
God dang. I know. I didn't hear that.
Yep, Najee.
Hey, all right, I did it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, you did it. Sam
No.
Hubbard in
Yeah.
the chat. PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He
you
has
took DeAndre Swift.
Oh,
didn't
look,
you?
there it is. He
He
made
has to
it.
spell it correctly.
I made it happen.
You have to spell it right, though.
You gotta spell it right.
Yeah. Now go make it happen again. With the
God
right
dang it.
spelling.
All right, we're gonna make it happen one more time. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna maybe make it happen here. Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
Fly Station.
Is there
All right,
anyone
that sounds
not
good.
rumored to go to the Chargers? I totally agree.
Yeah,
with
that's
that
true.
statement right now. Everybody's thinking the
Boom.
Chargers.
I did it.
Oh, that's great.
I'm a little surprised Kyle Pitts went that late.
I know. I was gonna take him before Njoku, and then I said, I think he'll fall. If he fell this far, he'll fall back around.
I like that. I like the Juwan Jennings pick, Connor. That's. I like Juwan Jennings.
Especially if Debo's moved.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Pearsall's the one that's going to benefit the most.
Juwan Jennings is freaking good.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
good.
well, Ayuk's going to have his role, but I think Pearsall's going to get a lot of it.
You guys don't think Cowing's gonna do anything at all?
Kick returns, maybe.
Kick returns, yeah, return kicks. So, all right, well, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. So, should we give something away, Sean? Be done with this draft?
I mean, I am ready for that. Should we go ahead and pull the screen here? Let me pull this away. So before we pull away officially, Scott, let's name the best team not drafted by somebody on this podcast, mainly Connor. So anybody except for Connor, myself, Graham. Yeah. Who else has the best draft so far, Scott?
Okay, I will say Royal. You know what? I don't like that team. I'm not digging into it too much, but I'm gonna say I kind of like Zubikis' team a little bit. I like Jefferson Thomas. I like that he's got his two quarterbacks. I think Lawrence will come back this year and have a better year under new coaching. If Walker can stay healthy, the McBride pick's nice. Pollard, Pacheco. I'm the only one. Probably the only pick I don't like is Carr, just because I hate Carr. But other than that, I'll say Zoobs. What about you, Sean?
Honestly, I'm going with short stack, man. I like short stack's team so far. He's got a couple of stacks in there. He's done a good job taking value, I feel like, at the times that he's had the opportunity. And then the guys that he reached on, I don't think are bad guys to reach on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with the way that he decided to make his moves. Like, for example, he took a Jordan Addison probably over some guys I would have taken Jordan Addison over, but he did it because he has JJ, right? So, he's definitely wanting to get that stack. So, he's got a pretty ultra massive stack with his top 3 picks in the London, Penix, and Robinson, which I do anticipate a good season out of those guys. So, with what I think is going to happen this year, I feel like this is the type of team that could be a team that competes.
What about you, Connor?
So I was looking at a couple of teams. I like big timers. You had a nice, 4 or 5 picks to start, 6 picks. Couple of good picks there. I also liked TB's team.
Yeah, his team.
I really like TB's 3 receivers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Those receivers
Lamar,
are great.
So
yeah,
I think one of those teams would be my favorite besides a couple of us on the pod. So,
what about you, Grims?
Other than TB, which I do like because of those 3 receivers, I think they're awesome. I like Jay Morris. I like the Burrow and Baker stack with the 2 QBs, and then Achane, and then I feel like the receivers that he has are pretty fantastic for best ball. And then I think that team's solid all around. So Morris would be my favorite.
I like TB's team too, but man, if Geno doesn't have a good year, he's gonna get in trouble at quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean that's a situation where Geno could easily not be the starter by halfway through the year.
We said that last year, though, didn't we? But
it's a whole different animal with the new coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was last year too, but now they have a new coach again on the offensive side, anyway.
Hey, so what do people in the chat say? Who has the best team?
I don't think anybody said anything.
Right? Yeah, you guys throw up your answers here. We'll leave the screen open for you guys here for a few minutes, and we'll talk about making sure you get your ass in there and type PlayStation. If you haven't already typed PlayStation, you are not going to be in on this drawing. So please
Sean,
type PlayStation. One word, spell it correctly.
Sean, hey, can you show each team's little picture, go to team and see their roster, have them look like that way?
Yes, sir. I can kind of give us one of these types of views. Is what you're looking for, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and I think you should. I don't know how. I mean, desktop is horrible, but you'll be able to go to each team.
Desktop is so bad Sleeper's so bad on desktop. It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with this one here, that's why there's no trade, so it's basically just using. You can just kind of look at it this way.
Yeah.
Since there's no trades, that everybody on this row is there.
Yeah. Also, if you click on them, you can highlight them so they can look at them. You just run through it like that.
Like that, yeah. So we're talking TB. I think that's a good team. Short stacks team I like. Zoobsies got brought up. I do think that Freeman did a decent job after passing on receiver to fill his roster, but as long as they stay healthy, he's got a solid stable of receivers to back up that pretty hefty stable of running backs. And his quarterbacks are pretty solid. So I think he did pretty well too. I don't hate his team at all.
There's no bad teams, but I mean, in all honesty, there's a couple of weak teams. I think Jimbo his quarterback team, his quarterback is just going to be so rough. He has maybe two guys there that might not even, start next year. You got Cam Ward as your one that you're, hoping gets in there and starts every game. But
we all know that Jimbo is our resident Firestarter.
Yeah.
So, he came in here ready to make some waves. So, I don't hate him for it.
Grims, you got a like from El Presidente.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
And Zoob's like TB's team. So that's good. And Alex also likes Short Stack's team.
Yeah, I love my team.
Yeah, it's very solid. Yeah, it's a very solid team. Very solid team. Why does Alex's wife say, "Are we going to do a Ballsville calendar?"
Because she wants to see me in every different pose of the month.
Yeah,
January. March.
Ballsville's supposed to be, PG-13. It's not supposed to be R-rated.
Should we do like the Zoolander calendar where it's you're just like the same face with a different color background for each one?
You should do that, Scott or Sean. You and Scott, when we go to Vegas, y'all just have to pose for pictures.
One look.
I don't like
one look.
Do you
Wife,
guys
my
think
wife
that
yells at
Jalen
me all the
Coker
time.
takes
She's like,
over?
you don't take enough pictures. I'm like, I don't like taking pictures.
Hey, what do you guys think of Jalen Coker?
Hey, I'll take some pictures. I got some American flag Ranger panties that I will take a photo in if we donate some money to the Hurricane Relief Jimbo Fund. I will take some photos and some Ranger panties for you ladies.
I'll do it too. I'm in.
I like Jalen Coker. I mean, if they could just get rid of Adam Thielen.
Yeah, I just watching him last year. I thought he was pretty fantastic. And what did he play for Holy Cross? Right? He was just ridiculous in school. So
he flashed last year for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I like Leggett, but he didn't flash until his senior year. And then I'm not a big fan of like players who only flash their senior year. And I feel like Coker was good his whole career, but I don't know. We'll see. I think Bryce has got some people to throw to, but Thielen's coming back at 35 now. It's a bit old.
Yeah. So, all right, let's give something away, Sean. Come on.
You ready?
Yeah, these people are in the chat are ready. They want free things.
All right. Well, hey, you guys have me doing like 5 things at one time here, and it takes a little bit of time in between, cycling through. So just bear with me.
I got to sit here and make fun of your guys' picks. You guys can make fun of my picks next week.
Ooh, all right. So we got 13 entries, ladies and gentlemen. 13 entries in the pod. That doesn't sound correct, guys. Come on. Where's the last 5 or 4? Where are you? You 4? Unless it's the 4 of us.
Anybody in the chat that
Maybe it's the
put
4 of us.
PlayStation in the chat for the free entry, please do it right now, or you will be left out.
It's probably the 4 of us, actually, now that I think about it. But either way, here we go, guys. 13 entries. I'm gonna pull it in.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait. Oh, 14 out. What? Wait a second, Alejandro. I did not think that the Presidente was eligible for a free entry.
The Presidente
What's
cannot
going on here? Are we gonna redraw this if the Presidente wins? I think we should.
He'll just give it away.
Right? He'll just give it right back away, right? We're just gonna pull it right on back to the community.
You got Cyborg in there?
Yeah. Scott,
I would hope
as soon
so.
as they type it in, it just goes into the bucket. They don't have to write it down or nothing.
No, I don't know, man. I don't run the show.
You don't have to like take a picture and then fax it to them and
fax it to them.
I don't run that part of the show. I don't run behind that behind.
Download it.
He said fax it like this is dial-up.
That's download it onto a floppy disk and then reinsert it.
Hey, you guys missed out on some cool games.
I totally wish we could have like a fax machine that just sits there and like shows the paper just coming up.
Dude, I
can't wait to find out who this is.
Scott, we can still play Pawn, okay?
No, I used to play on the computer on the floppy disk. It was Jordan versus Bird, and that was like the funnest game.
I used to love that game when I was a kid.
1-on-1, Jordan versus Bird.
If they let me play that, usually I would get in trouble. I'd have to be playing Oregon Trail. It was the only school-approved game.
I played Diablo when I wasn't supposed to on floppy disk in the computer center.
Dude, do you remember when Doom came out? Was it Doom? The first one that came out?
Yeah.
Remember when Doom came out? Like, oh, I got in trouble so many times at my Catholic school or Lutheran school for playing Doom in the computer lab.
Oh yeah, I would wait for everybody in my house to go to sleep, and I would sneak downstairs, and I would play Diablo from like 2:00 in the morning until 7:00. I slept and go to school.
That was the best, right? Duke Nukem was another one. You turn the cross upside down in Duke Nukem, dude. My teachers have a heart attack. Dude, like,
I love Duke Nukem. The stripper poles, man, and Duke Nukem were great.
All right, so we've talked enough about random crap to give you guys time to put PlayStation in. So if you haven't typed PlayStation in yet, then you're SOL out, because you should have done it during the Duke Nukem conversation.
Yes.
So here we go. Without further ado, thank God Connor's not a part of it. Actually, let me double check that he's not in the background.
This will be a $4 mini league. Exactly what you just saw today.
Yeah, you will be a part of a draft just like today.
Bing, 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 bing.
Sam Huber.
Oh my God!
The Grim.
Winner! What's up?
That feels so set up.
Hey, you know what? He really deserves it because he's going to be at the hospital tomorrow. Mr. Grimm delivering his wife's going to be delivering second baby.
Yep, it's going to be awesome. Another little girl.
Did anybody see it? Did the actual podcast crew see it? I don't even know if they saw it or not.
Alex said one more.
Oh, Uno Mas?
Oh, we're going to do one more?
Uno Mas, baby. Uno Mas. Probably because you guys didn't get to see it.
Alex is the bank. If Alex says run one more, run one more.
He's like our little Monopoly man with his mustache and his monocle, you know.
All right, another $4.
Now let's go. Not like $200.
Give it to you by the Ballsville game. Brandon!
Let's go, Brandon!
All right.
Awesome, dude. Brandon is a cool ass dude too, so I'm super glad that he won it.
Heck yeah, dude.
All right, you guys got your $4 entry. You can play it at any time. And there's our website right there. Nicely, freshly updated by Alex.
Hell yeah.
Very, very nice. So please check out our website, theballsvillegame.com. I mean, Alex does a tremendous job updating that. It's looking really cool. Eventually, we want to eliminate the hubs and get everything sent over to the website. We got a lot of cool things in the making. We got our triathlon game that's going to be coming up. That's going to be real sick. Just to give you a little sneak peek, it's going to be three different games all wrapped up into one. So you guys are going to love that. Remember, the dynasties are continuing to expand. We're also going to have a little bit of DFS in the fall. So we got a lot of things on the horizons for Ballsville. So we're really, really happy about the direction that we're going in. But we can't do it without you players. You guys make it all happen. We really enjoy you guys coming in, the old players and the new players that are coming in. So we're just a community that's growing, and hopefully maybe one day we'll be the next sleeper. So that's our goals going forward. So
not maybe, definitely.
Okay. All right. You heard it first. Definitely.
There you go, Slime.
All right. Until next week, folks, I want to thank everybody that tuned into the chat. Please like and subscribe to our podcast. It really helps. Even throw a comment in there. I like going in there and reading comments, good or bad. Anything you want us to talk about on future shows, please write it in there. We'd like to have new ideas. So for my co-host, Sklem, Bills Mafia, for
Go Bills,
Player of the Year, and for Grim Darkness, congratulations on your new baby girl.
Thank you.
Till next week, folks.
Right on.
We're out.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.